Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending where you are on the globe. Hey, it's Insane Rider. Welcome to the channel, The Budget Gamer. I'm back again with each iteration, coming back with a little bit fine-tuned technology setup. Today, I've been testing my facial recognition software for my avatar. Didn't go too bad this afternoon. However, I definitely picked up some type of mic static, so I apologize for that. Made some more changes, and hopefully tonight things will go good. So the plan for tonight is to take a look at my top #1 budget deck. I call it an ultra budget deck. Blaine. Call it an Islander Blaine. So Blaine's been a great deck to play for those who are on limited funds, no funds, free to play, and you're finding a hard time to collect the 3 diamond, 4 diamond cards to get the EXs. Ultra budget decks are only 1 and 2 diamond rarity. They only have 1 evolution, so you can usually get them in play a little bit quicker. And this Blaine deck has been an amazing deck. Now with Mythical Island expansion pack come out, there's been a change to the Ponyta and the Rapidash cards. And so I thought I would swap out the old ones, put these ones in, and take a look and see how the deck plays. Maybe get some input, some thoughts. So I'm excited to play this deck. It's actually one of my favorites. It's a really easy deck from a strategy perspective. Very easy to play. Really what you're looking to do is you're just looking to get Ninetales active. Rapidash is in the backup spot. It's kind of an early to mid-game deck, and you're hanging out and holding on to Blaine for KO, especially if you get into the later parts of a match where you've got bigger, stronger Pokemon with a lot more health. So Blaine definitely is going to be needed for that. Let me just review the deck real quick. Let me scan over to my decks real quick. I've also got it online on my overlay there, so you can take a look at it throughout the hour stream. So for the Blaine deck, we're going with 2 Vulpix, 2 Ponyta, and that's the A1A pack Ponyta. We're going to have 2 Ninetales, and then 2 Rapidash. And again, those are the A1A version. 1 Potion, 1 X-Speed, 2 Pokeball, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Blaines, 2 Giovanni, and 2 Sabrinas. Now, I demoed this deck not too long ago, and about the only thing I thought it felt a little weak on is I ran into a few instances where I ran out of was KO'd and out of Pokemon before the match was over, before I took 3 KOs. So I left this exactly the same as it was before, just so I could get kind of a like-for-like comparison. But I have been considering maybe putting 1 more basic fire Pokemon in, and maybe removing like a Giovanni card. So let's see how it goes tonight. Feel free to say hi in chat. I know a good majority, almost all of my channel, where it went viral in India and Indonesia. Feel free to send me an emoji, give me a reaction, just let me know you're there. Thanks for joining. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move on over. Gonna do versus. And here we go. All right, level 16. This loading up right now. And I've got a tail, so that's a good start. I'm going to always prefer to be tails, except maybe if you're playing a, say, Articuno is in your deck, you've got Misty, and you want to go for the One Punch Man and actually win on the very first turn, which happened to me a few streams ago. All right, this deck, again, we're trying to get Ninetales to the active spot, so Vulpix right up front. Perfect start. And it was actually this deck where I came up against an Articuno EX, was a Greninja deck, and based on what was on the bench, and I got KO'd. Vulpix got taken out very first turn. Turn 1, game over. Alright. So, I'm looking at a Giovanni. I got Ninetales in my hand, so I'm happy with that. Rapidash Potion. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and start with a Tail Whip. The nice thing about Tail Whip is, well, it's no damage, but keep my opponent from attacking. And I had a pretty good start of the coin flips on my Celebi EX stream a little bit earlier. And then everything went completely south and horrible, and then I couldn't get a coin flip to save myself. So let's see how the coin flips go tonight. This particular deck doesn't depend on coin flips like the Celebi EX deck. Alright, so here we go with an Inferno Dance. Moltres is going to try to heat up his bench. There's one heads. Two heads. Okay, 2 over 2 Growlithe. Probably looking at an Arcanine coming my way. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start with Ninetales Evolution. So I'm right where I kind of want to be. I'm going to go ahead and add this energy to my Ninetales. That's what I need for the Flamethrower attack. Let's go with the Professor's Research. Ponyta, Vulpix. That gave me a little depth on my bench, so let's go ahead and put both of those out. I'm sitting on a few other cards, but at this point, all I have left really to do is to go ahead and attack. Fire on fire match to start the late night stream. And my opponent's down to 50. They've got 2 energy on their Growlithe, so we can kind of expect an Arcanine EX coming. Makes sense to stack that power there. Full bench for my opponent. They're just going through thought process. Okay, so they've retreated back. And I put Sizzlepede to the front, and with that, their turn's over. Alright. I'm going to go with Pokeball to start this turn. Place that Ponyta on the bench. Rapidash for Evolution. Place this... I think what I'm going to do here is... I know I'm going to put this energy on my Ninetales. I'm sitting on Sabrina. So I'm already looking at 90 points. I think those cards, I'd rather put a little pressure on one of the cards from behind. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Sabrina and pull something out from the bench. Obviously, it's going to probably be the Arcanine with no energy. Wait for my opponent to substitute in. Time limit countdown. Perhaps they're still thinking about this move, or perhaps they're just not in tune. And if not, then the system did it for them. Pulled Moltres EX back at the front. With that, I'm going to go ahead and attack. Flamethrower. Hey, Olander. Thanks for the message. Yep, Farfetch is a really good one. Great input on that. We'll see how I'll be curious to see how I do tonight. I was definitely feeling like I was struggling a little bit with not having enough Pokemon in this deck. So definitely a great input there. Farfetch is a great card. All right, and down goes my Ninetales. So we're at 2-1 right now. I'm going to go ahead and put in my Rapidash. Although I don't really have enough energy. Actually, I think I might just... at Ninetales, I think I'm going to sacrifice this little Ponyta over here. There's my Blaine. I'm looking for that. I'm going to go ahead and start getting Rapidash ready to go. And with that... I'm not going to be able to attack, so I'm going to end my turn. So again, I just want to thank everyone who's on. I know most of my channel's overseas, so I believe it's early mid-morning for you. So thanks for joining. Arcanine on a tear. And just like that, it's tied up at 2. Okay, so we're going to put Rapidash to the front. Ninetales. Going to go through and evolve. Going to give Rapidash Blaine. And not a whole lot else I can do. Put my energy on. And again, we're just trying to take a look and see how this deck plays out. There's 100 points of damage. But Arcanine EX is such a great card. Great card. Works really well. But in this particular case, over. All right. Okay, let's give a thanks. All right, Olinder. I tried the same deck as you, but I put Salandit and the Evo. It didn't work very well. Yeah, I've had pretty good luck with this deck. I think I struggle at times, especially there's so many water decks out there that it seems like every time I played this particular deck, I was coming up against an Articuno Greninja or an Articuno Starmie, and so I ended up taking quite a few losses. All right, let's continue on. Next match. While this match starts, again, I'm kind of upgrading my technology stack. Facial recognition is what I'm using right now for my avatar. So every so often you may hear me making a comment that I'm doing a little test or adjustment, trying to fine tune everything. All right, Ponyta to the active spot. Let's start this battle. Dragon, Druddigon. How would you say that? Druddigon. All right, let's see. That's a pretty interesting card. There's the old red card. I really didn't have a whole lot going for me, so I'll take a new hand. Okay. All right, 2 Pokeball. Definitely have to like 2 Pokeball. There's one Ponyta. And second Pokeball. Got a Vulpix. Let's go ahead and let's get some cards out of my hand onto the bench. From there, I'm going to go ahead and apply 1 energy to Ponyta. And again, this is from the A1A pack, so let's see how this one plays out. Flip a coin. If heads, the attack does 30 more points of damage. But it's not. There we go. So tails it is. Okay. Rough Skin, which is a damage back. It's a great card there. Great ability. Alright, my opponent looks like they're sitting on a number of cards. Here it comes with another dragon. Off to an interesting start. And with that, Professor's Research. I could definitely use Professor Oak. Let's see here. Let's see what he has in mind for me. Draw 2 cards. Giovanni, Ninetales. So we'll go ahead at this point put Vulpix on an evolution to Ninetales. I really don't need any more energy for Ponyta, so I'm going to put this over to Ninetales. And with that, I know I got a 20-point damage coming back. I'm going to go ahead and throw out another attack. Let's see how this goes. And with that, 40 points of damage. Very nice. That brings me down to 20. Let's see. Opponent's thinking through. Professor Oak coming through. Pokeball. My opponent's sitting on a large number of cards. There we go. Getting some cards out on the table. Definitely nice to see a different deck. It seems like all of us right now have been playing Celebi EX. Kind of the sleeper great card of the expansion. Alright, so let's start off with... let's move Ponyta to the back. So we're going to go ahead and retreat. We're going to put Ninetales to the front. We're going to give Ninetales that energy. I don't need to worry about anything else at the moment. So with that, I'll go ahead and attack for 90. And I'll take an early lead. One nothing. Ninetales took 20 points of damage from that card, and we got another one. Steps up into place. Great little wall card. We've got a Pokemon in the back sitting on 3 energy. And let's start off with, let's just get rid of that wall entirely. So, first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and throw a potion. Get that health back. I'm going to add Giovanni, have him step up and help with Ninetales. Haven't seen Blaine yet. This whole deck revolves around Blaine. He's been absent. Giovanni's going to step in to help him out. And with that, we're going to throw another attack, take 20 points of damage. And we've got a 2-0 lead, so we're doing decent so far. All right. Dratini to the active spot. And my opponent conceded. Yeah, they've got a lot of cards in their hand, so they definitely had a brick hand for sure. All right, Ninetales. Doing the work on that match. And a thanks. So last night I streamed pack openings. I spent every piece of Poke Gold I could that the system would allow me to buy all hourglasses and everything else. I had a bunch of hourglasses stacked up. I even leveled up from level 30 to level 33. Pulled almost everything. I think I was literally short 1 card from all the money spending last night. Definitely wasn't the budget gamer last night. So you can see 66 out of 68 with 8 star cards. Basically, I was short Pidgeot EX and Horus. Other than that, that's the only 2 I was short. It was a lot of fun. Took about an hour and a half to go through all those packs. I was opening 10 packs at a time. Alright, back to Blaine. My Islander Blaine, and let's see how this goes. Level 20 player. Alright, quick little facial recog test for one eye, other eye, mouth, eyebrows. Yep, okay. Alright, Ponyta to the active spot. After that, I'm going to go ahead and start my battle. Ralt. What do we have in store? Potentially a Mewtwo EX deck? Seen Ralts used in a couple other scenarios. Or Gardevoir, I should really say. 2 Pokeballs for my opponent. Professor's Research. Well, they're definitely off to a good start as far as getting to draw cards. There's another alt. Mewtwo EX. Kind of what we were thinking. and basic Mewtwo. Giovanni for myself. Alright, so let's start with the Pokeball. We're going to need a little backup on the bench. And Vulpix is going to help us out with that. I've got 2 Blaines, a Giovanni. I've got 1 energy I'm going to go ahead and assign. So I know that Stomp does, as it says, it's going to do 10. Or with a little bit more, it would be 30. Okay, so that would put us up to 40. Giovanni wouldn't quite get me there. I don't really want to... I want to hold on to the Blaine to really try to work on Mewtwo EX. So with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and attack. Gonna flip the coin. Heads it is. And 40 points. Alright. My opponent's got a good strong bench already going. I'm a little bit at risk right now with just 1 other basic on the back. Let's hope I can get some evolutions going. I've got Rapidash sitting in my hand. I've got a Ninetales now. So that was a good exchange there. So I'm going to go ahead and Ponyta evolve to Rapidash. Vulpix evolve to Ninetales. At this point, I think I want to go ahead and leverage this Rapidash. So I'm going to put another energy there. Obviously, no need to do anything with a Blaine or a Giovanni at this time. And basically, this is the new Rapidash card. So we're looking at a good coin flip is going to turn it into a 100-point damage card. Much more on par with Ninetales, however. And this example didn't work out for me. However, I only needed 20, so I'm okay with that. So early lead for me against, well, maybe still one of the meta decks. Maybe that's going to change. Be interesting to tune into Limitless TCG this weekend and watch the tournaments, kind of track and see how those are going. I expect 2 or 3 weeks before kind of we really settle out on where the meta's kind of headed. All right, Mewtwo EX is to the active spot. Mewtwo has 2 energy. Psychic Sphere coming my way. And that's a good smack right there. So I've got my X speed now. I really don't need to assign any more energy to Rapidash. I'm going to go ahead and start working at my Ninetales. I do want to go ahead and kind of whittle away, really start working on this Mewtwo EX. At one point, an EX, if I can put that EX kind of behind, back on the bench, and keep my opponent from using it. So I've got Blaine active. Here we go. Let's see how the coin flip treats me this time. And it's a heads. So we're looking at 130 points of damage. Very strong strike. Great combination, Blaine and Rapidash. Now it's going to have my opponent on the ropes here for that Mewtwo EX. So that's going to kind of change the trajectory of their match. Okay, so we got a Mew into the equation. Probably looking for a... I would expect a retreat at this point. Here it comes. Gonna probably go with, that's what I was thinking, the basic Mewtwo as a wall. And at that point, they're gonna have me do a Sabrina. So, Ninetales to the active spot. And with that, it's my turn. Gonna give Ninetales second point of energy. It's all we need for Flamethrower. Gonna ask Blaine to step up, help out Ninetales. And with that, we're gonna throw an attack and send Mewtwo back to the discard pile. Alright, there's 2 points for us. Let's see who my opponent's going to bring forward. They're struggling with their hand. Haven't seen Kirlia to get the Gardevoir going. So here's the Mew EX. We know it needs 3 energy for genome hacking. They draw a second Mewtwo EX. Yeah, it's working out pretty good tonight, Oleander, so far with how this is playing out. All right, I love the look of that Mew card. I'm a big Pokemon Go fan. Not the TCG obviously, but Pokemon Go. And I love Mew and love Celebi. I have both of those. And the irony is, those are my two claim to fame. I have both of those. For those of you who play Pokemon Go, I have both of those in shiny at perfect stats. Okay. My opponent wasn't getting what they're looking for, and they conceded victory. We're off to a great start tonight with this deck. Just waiting for a water deck to come wandering our way. Maybe something that's got the new Vaporeon in it. Maybe we can finally start seeing some Blastoise EX. Maybe you can see some variations to Zapdos, Starmie, Zapdos, Greninja. Next match. So yeah, I'm going to do a microphone check since I was having a little issues last time. Looks like everything's going good there as well. Thank goodness. Alright, coin flip. Vulpix to the active spot. Again, the basic strategy is Ninetales active, Ninetales hammering, Rapidash backup. But this is my first time using the Islander version of these cards, and so, you know, now Rapidash isn't so far behind. Rapidash is actually a decent chance to be a threat as well. Alright, so I wanted to coin flip. I've got a professor's research. I'm going to go ahead and use that. Pokeball and a Rapidash, so let's go ahead and throw that Pokeball out there. Got two Rapidash in my hand. I've got two Vulpix on the table. Not quite the matching I'm looking for, but we'll get there. Not a whole lot else I can do at this point, and with that I'll end my turn. I do have a Blaine, Giovanni, and Sabrina, so I've got a full augment of trainer cards. I see two Ralts and a Mewtwo EX. And let's see how we do this time. Last time our opponent didn't really get a really good deal. Alright, so no evolution for me, unfortunately. And the best I can do right now is a Tail Whip, Giovanni, Sabrina. My opponent, I could try to go ahead and pop a Sabrina, kind of make them work. Maybe they'll have to use an energy or maybe spend an X speed card. So let's do this. Let's make them work a little harder to get that EX card back into the active spot. Go ahead and throw a Tail Whip. And with that, we got a hit. So we've been doing this deck has been actually kind of on fire tonight. I'm kind of liking the results I'm seeing so far of, I'll call them the Islanders. The Islander Ponyta and the Islander Rapidash. There's a huge difference on the Rapidash. It's definitely a big time threat now. So I'll definitely be updating this ultra budget deck to include that. Vulpix goes down. And with that, I'm struggling a little bit. I haven't been able to get the right combination here. I need a little bench help, so Ponyta's going to help me a little bit with that. I'm down 1-0. I'm going to put this energy on Tail Whip. Or a Tail Whip. The goal is to keep that Mewtwo from attacking me. Let me see if I can buy a little time. Don't need to use Blaine or my Giovanni's. So with that, let's throw a Tail Whip. I'm looking for a heads. Alright, got it. That'll that'll at least buy me another turn. My opponent's stacking up energy, however, and they're almost ready to pull out a Gardevoir. They're about there. I got Pokeball. Let's go ahead and see what we can pull from the deck. One Ponyta there. I've got Rapidash here. I need 2 energy for that attack. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and move this energy over to Rapidash, get that one ready. Hoping for a Ninetales, but I can always assign a point of energy then. And with that, let's see how the Tail Whip does. Let's see if we can keep that Mewtwo EX. There we go. Coins are definitely starting off very strong for me. That's how it was earlier today on my last live stream, and then about halfway through, everything just fell apart. Mewtwo EX to the bench. And we got 2 Curlias. Alright, so I'm sitting on 2 Blaines, 2 Giovannis. Gonna go ahead and throw this second Rapidash out. Don't have my X speeds, so I'm gonna have to spend an energy here. I'm gonna ask. We know we got 150 point attack coming, so I might as well get some damage off on that Mewtwo. So I'm gonna ask Vulpix to come back. Rapidash with the 1 energy to step up. And again, we kind of want to test these cards, so this is a perfect opportunity to test this new Rapidash. This one being from the A1A packs. I'm going to ask Blaine to step up and help out with this. And let's see what happens. Doesn't happen this time, so we end up with just a straight 70. Could have been 130. So there's definitely a lot of potential. Blaine with the using Blaine with the old Rapidash, it wasn't impressive. It was harder to. You had to finish the matches early because if you got into the late game stages, Rapidash just wasn't strong enough. Oh, and opponent conceded. They must have just wanted to move on. They weren't looking like they were too bad. Okay. Well, we're about halfway through the stream, and so far haven't lost a match yet. I was about about half and half on the Celebi EX deck. Maybe a little bit better on the win side than the loss side. All right. Ultra budget Blaine. So again, the deck is... Oops. The deck consists of 2 Vulpix, 2 Ninetales, 2 Ponyta from the A1A, the brand new Mythic Island expansion packs, 2 A1A Rapidash, 1 Potion, 1 XP, 2 Pokeball, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Blaine, 2 Giovanni, and 2 Sabrina. That's what we're playing with tonight here. Vulpix to the active spot. I'm sitting on 2 Ninetales and 2 Giovanni. Let's start this battle. Let's see how it goes. Alright, I just want to say thanks again for those of you who are on. I know that majority of my subscribers, I went viral in India and Indonesia. So if you're on and listening in, or going to catch this on a replay, even if you don't have an English character set, if you just want to send me an emoji or perhaps even a reaction, that'd be great. Just to let me know you're out there. I appreciate it. But if not, that's cool too. All right. Kangaskhan to the active spot, the crazy kangaroo. Let's see. How am I going to start this? Well, we know we're going to throw a tail whip, so let's go ahead and get my energy out. I've got 2 Blaine and 2 Giovannis. Doesn't really make sense to use any of those, so tail whip it is. And let's see. Let's see how this guy does. And there's another heads. All right. Olander, greens from Mexico. Thank you. Nice. Thanks for reaching out. I'm in the west coast of the United States. Washington State, as a matter of fact. All right, let's see what we got going here. Nice little flare on that Pokeball. Great looking card right there. And we're working towards, okay, so this is kind of, this is looking like a Celebi EX deck for sure, obviously. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to Ninetales. Do that evolution. Find that energy. Let's move that kangaroo out of the spot. Their opponent's only one evolution away there. Servitor's next. Alright. Celebi to the active spot. And with that, I will check. 110 points. So we know we at least have 2 coin flips coming my way, depending on if my opponent has that final evolution. Although, yep, superior, there it is. Here's where the magic of this deck starts kicking in. 4 coin flips. My opponent needs 2. This is what I was doing earlier today. Oh, goodness. That definitely kind of frustrating right there. All right. Vulpix to the bench. I've got, I'm going to place this energy. I have to put it on my Ninetales. Got to take out that EX. And nothing else I really need to use. So with that, Celebi goes down. That's an amazing card. That's the immersive card. I did see that there is a gold Mew card, Crown. That was amazing looking. Love the gold cards. I finally just looted my first Crown card. It was a Mewtwo EX, which I was happy for because that's usually the deck I like to play. Alright. And immediately, with that Servitor on the bench, Celebi is going to go straight to attacking. And coin flip worked out that time. Going to bring Vulpix to the front, but really going to come down to the coin flips. So, Professor's research. I definitely need a little help. Sabrina and Rapidash. Alright, so we know if I use Sabrina, whatever I send forward, or comes forward, probably he would come back. So, I don't think Sabrina's going to buy me anything. I am going to not, I'm not going to do the Ninetales upgrade. I really think the only thing I have going for me right now is a Tail Whip. So, it's all going to ride on this Tail Whip. And it didn't happen for me. So I was hoping to basically paralyze the EX card, buy my Ninetales upgrade, and then come out and attack. With Blaine, I would have won that match. But it didn't work out, and I'm assuming my opponent's going to get a coin flip that's going to work. So we definitely could have won that match, but did not make the coin flip I needed. And with nothing else on my bench, the match is over. Alright. There's where maybe, Olander, to your point, where Farfetch'd would have come in handy. Okay. So that's only our first loss tonight. Let's continue on. All right. Next battle. Just going to do a quick little hardware check while things load up. Yep. Looks like my technology stack is starting to come together. Going second. I always prefer to lose that coin flip unless I'm playing a deck with Misty. Ponyta, 2 Ponyta. So 1 to the active spot, 1 to the bench. And with that, we'll go ahead and start the battle. Less supporters and more basic. Yeah, that's kind of the thought process I'm having as well. Great input. Okay, Snivy to the front, Snivy to the bench, execute to the bench. Grass is definitely going to be much more prevalent, my thought is, and seen up in matches. So I think a fire deck, especially this Blaine deck, if you get it fine-tuned, I think it's going to be pretty competitive. All right. Let's start with a Pokeball. Go with Vulpix. And assign this 1 energy to Ponyta. Not going to use Blaine, can't use Blaine, Sabrina. Not going to swap out at this point. So with that, let's go ahead and test out this new card. Again, this is the A1A version. If I get a heads, I do 40 points of damage. And there it is. Overall, the coin flips have been pretty much in my favor, although I really needed that coin flip that last match. That one was a game changer. But that's one of the things I like about Vulpix, is Vulpix can really kind of, if you can get your coin flips going, can really kind of anchor things down for you. All right. Execute to the front. Snivy goes through an evolution. Execute goes through a growth spurt. And I'm going to ask Professor Oak to lend some assistance. X speed, Vulpix. So I've got a full bench going. And my opponent conceded. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on. Grass doesn't really want to spend the time fighting with fire tonight, it looks like. Okay. Another victory. Say thanks. And we're just moving along. Only 1 loss so far. Multiple wins. Okay, next opponent with the Snorlax icon. A big fan of Snorlax, but I haven't really found how to fit Snorlax into many decks or much match play in Pocket. Vulpix to the active spot. And with that, I'm going to start my battle. I've got a Ninetales. I've got a Rapidash. Coming up against a water deck. So we're immediately fighting at a weakness there. Extra 20 points of damage every time is definitely not easy to overcome. My opponent's got a good number of cards in their hand. That Pokeball should bring them. Let's see, Meowth. All right, something that's nice to see. Great looking card. So 2-star use. And it's my turn. Okay, so we're going to go with what we can do, which is Vulpix 1 fire energy. It doesn't really make sense to use Sabrina. It does make sense to use a Pokeball, assuming it'll let me get it out. There we go, another Vulpix that put on the bench. Giovanni doesn't make sense either because I'm not actually attacking for damage. And with that, let's throw a tail whip. And it heads. Pretty favorable coin flip still going my way. I have this little coin flip technique that I just barely kind of nudge it, and try to just barely go forward. And it could just be all my imagination, but it seems like it's my odds are have been in my favor. Okay, as we expected, Starmie EX. And there's Misty. Let's see how she's going to treat me in the late night stream. Well, there we go. Tails. That's when you're against Misty, that's exactly what you want to see. Alright. Meowth. Payday. 10 points of damage, draw a card. Okay. So let's start off with evolution here. Vulpix to Ninetales. We already we're sitting on 90 damage, so I don't need to use a Giovanni. And I could, at this point, pull that other... I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I am going to play a Sabrina. And at least stop another Starmie. Or get a big hit on this opponent's Starmie. Alright, so we're going to stop the other Starmie from getting on the table. Alright. Gives us a little bit of an advantage. I would assume Meowth is coming back out. Yep. My opponent's currently sitting on 5 cards. Has played 1 Misty, so we can kind of keep that in the back of our mind that we got 1 more Misty still out there. Horus. One of the 2 cards I haven't had the opportunity to pull yet. 10 points of damage, pull a card. Alright. Ponyta. Where's Mr. Blaine at? Where is that Blaine? Really could use his help. 2 energy to Ninetales. Sitting on 2 Giovannis, don't need either of those Giovannis to take out the Meowth. So with that, we'll attack. That gives us a 2-0 to lead. And probably see Starmie come out. Just needs 1 energy. So with that, could be a 90-point Hydro Splash coming my way. And that makes it a 2-1 match. Now, my opponent's got some decent cards out there. I'm sitting on my basics. I think what I'm going to do right now is whatever I throw out there is pretty much in trouble. I'm not going to be able to upgrade Rapidash in time, so I'm going to have to go with Vulpix, and I'm going to try to buy myself some time with my Tail Whip. Professor's Research. This could be well-timed. There's a Rapidash and a potion. So, Rapidash to the upgrade there. I'm going to go ahead and put this energy on Vulpix. And just like the last match, I think it comes down to my ability to land this Tail Whip. And I get it. That'll buy me at least another opportunity. The army's kind of paralyzed. Can't do a whole lot. Yep, 1 Starmie at a time. Exactly. Horus has an energy assigned. Starmie has all he or she needs. Unfortunately, can't attack. Gonna buy me a little time. I need to see Blaine visit. Take negative 10 damage from tax. Okay. Oh boy, Blue. All right, Ponyta to the bench. We know this energy's got to go over to Rapidash. We need to bring that card out. Hopefully can draw Blaine and work some magic. I'm not going to need Giovanni's services for this turn. And so with that, let's go with another Tail Whip. Oh, but Vulpix has been kind of holding it down, but not this time. So there goes my Ninetales opportunity. If this was the old deck, the old Blaine deck, I would definitely be kind of struggling on that. Hey, Peter. You got 2 immersives, Celebi EX, but no Mew EX. Oh, man. That was a struggle for me, and I was not the budget gamer by any means. I think I ended up almost with everything, but I spent every bit of poke gold the game would let me last night. Definitely, if you haven't seen all the cards, you can go through the replay of it. Yeah, that didn't really work out good. Kind of getting I'm too busy talking. I should have been paying attention to what I was trying to do here. So the only thing I can really do at this point is I'm going to have to put Vulpix back to the active spot. I accidentally sacrificed my Rapidash. I shouldn't have done that. A Rapidash here. Energy here. And coming down to Tail Whip again. That's the hardest thing about for me for playing is to plan and have the conversations and everything else. I kind of lose focus. But it's just all for fun. Really just trying to get a feel if the new A1A Ponyta and the A1A Rapidash are worth it. I would definitely say they are. I'm liking the results I'm seeing. I definitely don't feel like when I don't have... when I'm out of Ninetales, I always felt I was kind of limited for, nuclear damage. But with Rapidash, we've been seeing that with a good coin flip, it makes a huge difference. But yeah, Peter, hopefully you'll snag some Mew EX. Maybe you can pick one up off of... what's my opponent doing? A Wonder Pick or something. Okay. My opponent's sitting on an awful lot of cards. So they're kind of got a brick hand going. Glad I don't have red card to bail them out. Alright, so let's see if we can do this correctly. It's still going to be okay, a little bit all going to come down. So let's retreat. This is what I was going to do last turn. That Tail Whip bought me a little bit of time. We're going to ask Blaine to step in and help. So this is what it's going to come down to. This lunge is looking at 100 points if I can land that heads. Plus Blaine, we're looking just enough to take Starmie out and win the game. If I fail the coin flip, game's over. So just went through this exact same scenario, win or lose, and I lost. And I lost again. All right, 2 matches that I've lost. I could have won if the coin flip would have went my direction. And I've seen some people, Peter, playing Heatmore as 1 extra basic. Yeah. Good match. Yeah, Peter, you'll definitely have to try the new A1A version of Ponyta and Rapidash. And Oleander, if he's still on, had a great suggestion of using Farfetch too. So I might play around with that some as well. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and continue on. 2 losses, all down to a coin flip. It could have very easily been all wins tonight. Really happy with this Blaine deck overall. A little bit of fine-tuning, as I think all it needs. But with the Celebi EX decks floating around, I think Fire is going to be a great counter. All right, Peter. 2 with no more. 2 Blaine, 2 Giovanni, 1 Sabrina, no potion. Nice. I'll have to play with that one. Great suggestion. All right, Vulpix to the center. Let's start this battle. And that's the hot packs, the hot decks to play right now from the hot packs. Everyone's. I wonder if I'll even be pulling. I take it back. I'll still need to pull a little bit from the old packs. I'm missing Zapdos. Just plain old Zapdos to finish everything there. And every time I see it on Wonder Pick, I never snag it. Okay. Vulpix. 1 energy. We're going to start with a professor's research. We need some help. Let's see if Professor Oak can buy me some help. Okay. Another Vulpix to the bench. Pokeball. 1 Ponyta coming up. Okay, let's see if we can buy some time. Although right now, it doesn't really matter. So, if I was going to fail with the tails, I would rather have done it now, but oh well. Okay, yeah. It's yeah, exactly, Oleander. Yeah, and Peter, yeah, I think it's a great combo, these 2 new cards. All right. Let's see. I've been hoping to see some new cards, so that's nice to see a new one there. Got to see a little bit of dragon action earlier. That was nice. Run into a couple water decks. My opponent's thinking through things right now. And they're done. Okay. So, we know we're going to go ahead and put this energy on Vulpix. We're going to be looking for a Ninetales coming up. I don't have a whole lot that doesn't make sense. Well, I think I will. I'm going to go ahead and play my Sabrina. 2 retreat energy for that bench Pokemon. So let's go ahead and bring that Pokemon forward. Delmise. I'll take a little bit more effort. At least have to pull an XP card or something. But then that will also mean he or she has to use their energy. So that's about all I really got going for me this turn. So let's just go ahead and Tail Whip. And it's a Tails this time. Yeah, I agree, Peter. It's kind of I'm still just sticking with Ninetales right now and trying to avoid the coin flip as needed, but it's sure nice to know that I've got a Rapidash back there as a backup that is about as a heavy hitter. And technically 10 more if the coin flip goes your way. All right, so let's see what I got going here. So let's start with the Pokeball. Well, I'm just rolling along with basic Pokemon. I need some stage help here. I need some evolution help. I've got a Blaine, Giovanni. I'm going to go ahead and put this. We know we're going to use a little extra energy on Ninetales. I'm going to put that energy there. I don't really have a whole lot I'm going to do right here, so I'm going to ask Vulpix to hold it down again. But it's not going to happen. Yeah, that Drudigon card Drudigon would be a great wall. Yeah, no water energy. Yep. All right. Okay, my opponent's stacking up energy. There's Leaf. Well, that's a perfect card for this deck. I pull that, retreat that card back. 3 coin flips, up to 150 points of damage. There's 50, 100, 150. That's how it works. And with that, I take my first loss. Got a blue icon, very nice. I think what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go for a gamble. Well, no, I don't. I usually like to play the gamble, but I'm just going to stay conservative. There's Sabrina. So let's start off with Sabrina again. Let's Celebi back to the bench. Gonna go ahead and assign that energy there. And with that, we're gonna do a stomp. It's either gonna be for 10 or 40. Yeah, this got the advantage on the damage, but I'm not really seeing my evolution show up there. It must all be buried at the bottom. But then again, look at my opponent's hand. Look at how many cards my opponent has. What he or she has out on the table. They're not doing a whole lot either. I think we both have been kind of dealt some pretty bad hands. All right. Where, oh where are my evolutions? So, let's just keep moving. I'm gonna put this energy over here. Ponyta. And with that, gonna stomp. 40. Yep, 40 would be put me within range of next turn. Okay, another tails. In the meantime, my opponent's is stacking up damage, probably just chomping to get going. There's a blue. There's a point of energy over on Delmite. That will start that retreat process that he's going to need. Yeah, where? I only need a... Oh my goodness. This is just crazy. Come on, Professor Research. Where are all my evolutions? Ah, Ninetales, finally. Something. Alright, but I'm not going to put my Ninetales out because I know whatever Celebi gets first shot at is pretty much gone. So, I'm going to assign another energy. Ninetales is going to go in once that Celebi comes out. So, I'm within... No, I'm not within. Not within anything. So, with that, there goes an attack. That was close. That's a little game of attrition here. Maybe buy myself a little more time to get another stage 1 out. Alright. That's down to business time. So, I know my Ninetales. I'm going to sacrifice it to finish it. So let's get this bench Ponyta going, and let's hope I get my Rapidash. My opponent's kind of thinking through this. Alright, well, we can go either way. Four coin flips. Tails. Tail? Well, there's 50 points of damage. Nice of good. Oh, the irony, the irony. So. Yep, and they conceded. Yep. Wow, tough battle, but another victory. Let's see, things are going really good. I think I'll go ahead and remain on. Let's run some more matches. I did want to mention, I just kind of completely overlooked this. I don't know if anyone else has been focused on this, but if you go back and look at the battle section, and I know they announced it, but I've just been kind of sleeping on it. There's a whole bunch of new solo stuff. I'm only stage, I had finished everything for advanced and expert, and now they've added a bunch more stuff. I just wanted to take a quick look. Venusaur. These are the ones we did before. These are all the ones that were available. So that didn't change, but the... Oh, we hit expansions. Okay, so I go to here. Alright, and so I work through the expansions here. This is the first time I've even kind of gone in and looked at it. I don't know if you all have taken a look. And let's... I probably won't even let me do this one yet. Yeah, I gotta finish that. Very nice. So that'll give me something to keep myself busy. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that I had heard about it, and I read about it really quick, but I kind of just dismissed it with all the excitement of the cards. Okay, back to battles. Random match. Blaine deck with the new A1A cards for Ponyta and Rapidash is definitely holding down. I'm just going to retest my facial recognition software real quick. Just working on my technology stack. Okay. It's working pretty well. Good. Okay. Ponyta. Let's start this battle. Ninetales. So, Giovanni Blaine, Pokeball, Rapidash, Ninetales. Almost the opposite. Last match I couldn't get a stage 1. Got too early, so I'm happy with that. Ponyta to the bench. No energy, it's first turn, and with that, I'm done. Tentacool. So we're up against water. So we got an initial disadvantage. So we're probably maybe looking at a water poison type of deck. There's a good little smack right there on my Ponyta. This is going to be the theme all the way through. So let's go ahead and put Rapidash out. I'm going to protect. And the only reason I'm doing that is my opponent hasn't put anything down on the bench yet. And I can't attack or do anything, so, but with that, I'm going to end my turn. Opponent's sitting on a lot of cards. There they go. That's what they needed, a Pokeball. So they must have just drew that. Maybe if they wouldn't have drawn that. Alright, so we're looking for Greninja coming our way. Great card. And I noticed in the, I think in the new expansion, there's a couple of cards that can also attack the bench now. Kind of cool, up to 2 energy. Now I know Tentacool, I believe has the evolution that poisons. So let's start off with, let's move that energy over. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. So I'm looking at 40 points or 100. I want to definitely take out that card. So I'm going to ask Blaine to step in and help out with this fight. And didn't need it, but better to be safe than sorry. There's the beauty of that Rapidash right there. 130 points of damage. Before it was doing a maximum of 40 plus 30 with Blaine. It just wasn't a threat. Yeah, that's the card. Wow, yeah. That's a great card. Alright, Froakie to the access spot. Second Tentacool out. My opponent's sitting on a lot of cards. Frogadier, here we go. One step closer. Greninja's on the way. Rapidash is going to go down due to the extra weakness. I'm a little shy on Pokemon. This is where at least one more basic could make a big difference. So the suggestions can be Kangaskhan or Farfetch'd. Okay, Professor Oak. I need some help. Well, we'll take that. Pokeball will give us at least a little bit of coverage. Vulpix to the back. Alright, so Ponyta is either a 10 or a 40. So with that said, I've got Ninetales sitting in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and put the energy on my Vulpix. We'll let Ponyta just kind of sit there. And with that, that's about all I can do this turn. Let's see, my opponent, unfortunately, I feel bad. Look at all the cards they've got in their hand. They're missing 1 or 2, it looks like. Alright, there's the Greninja. We knew it was coming. And there's the beauty of that card. It's going to attack the front and the back. My one and only card. Now, if I could get my Blaine right here. Nope. We'll take that. Put Vulpix down. I could evolve the Vulpix on the bench and start working that up, but I'd probably get pulled forward. I'd be counting on the Tail Whip. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna take the damage while I can on the Greninja. So I know that's 90 right there, and that would leave 30. Could have 50. So I'm gonna go ahead and 60, 20, go ahead and... Yeah, I really want to take out that card versus using Sabrina and taking out the weaker one. So I'm going to even add... I don't know what my opponent may have for heals, so let's just throw a Giovanni on there as well. Alright, so unfortunately though, going to come down. Oh, actually, either way. I should have played it the other way because no matter what, they've got the 60 plus the bonus, so I misplayed that one. I should have tried to pull Vulpix to the front and buy myself some time to evolve. But, oh, that's a mistake on my part. A little late now to see it. And the reason I goofed that one up is I wasn't tuned into how many points my opponent had. I should have saw 2 or 3 steps forward on that. All right, that was a loss as poor playing on my part. The other 2 losses were really just coin flips. Other than that, this deck has been doing really good tonight. All right, let's continue on. This deck has definitely been holding its own. Been playing pretty well. I've had minimal mistakes trying to stream and play. Although that last match was definitely a mistake right there. Coin flip. Oh, I lost. Bummer deal. Exactly what we want. Alright, so I'm going to put Vulpix to the front. Ponyta as a reserve. On the bench. Nothing else I can do. Let's move on. Peter, my new Psychic build. 1 Mewtwo EX, 1 Baby Mewtwo, so basic one. 2 Gardevoir. I can't even pronounce that one. Silizif. And 1 Mythic Slab. Interesting. Have you played that one very much, Peter? Okay. Let's see what we got going here. So we know we're going to spend the 1 energy to Vulpix. We've got Ninetales on the bench, so I'm looking good there. Can't really use Giovanni. Sabrina probably doesn't make sense right now. So with that, let's just go ahead and throw a Tail Whip. And has anyone tried to build a deck around Mew? Or have thoughts around building deck around the new Mew EX, even if you don't have it? I've kind of been brainstorming. I really want to see what the tournament comes out of the tournaments, where all the brain power seems to come from on some of those tournaments. Okay. Been playing it. It's okay for free to play. Not bad. Cool. Yeah, it's not the easiest of things. I mean, free to play does have some disadvantage. It's not like huge in a lot of other games where if you're not a whale spending a ton of money, you're kind of in a bad position. So you can kind of get by somewhat with free to play, but you really do need, when you're missing a 3 diamond or a 4 diamond, and you're relying on a wonder pick or a pack draw, a 2 today, it's not going to probably happen. So there's definitely a disadvantage on that being free to play. All right, so with this said, I've got Ninetales ready to go. Nothing on the table. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this the way it is. Okay. Gives me the early one, the 0 lead. And thanks for the conversations, guys. It's been nice visiting as we continue to stream here. And I know I have a lot of subscribers. Oh, my opponent conceded. From India and Indonesia. You may not have the character set for language, but, you know, even just a reaction's great. Appreciate all the love I've received on that side of the globe. Not sure exactly what happened, but the channel went viral over there. And I think about 99% of my subscribers all came from India and Indonesia. So thank you again very much. Alright, sending a thanks. Another battle. UEX with the new support card is like the... Oh yeah. I love my Muck Wheezing deck. I love playing that one. Okay. Let's see how this one starts. Alright. Vulpix to the active spot. Ponyta to the bench. And I'm done. Wait for my opponent to set up. Okay, hello opponent. There they go. Okay, Mew EX with a Mewtwo EX. Good. We saw this earlier. It'd be nice to see a little bit more of it. I'd like to kind of learn, see what my opponent's kind of doing, to kind of learn a little bit more of what the application of the Mew EX card would look like. Alright, still waiting for them. They must maybe Pokeball. Maybe they're struggling with the slow connection. There's Ralts. Well, they're not off to a bad start at all. It's Mew EX though, in this particular fighting this ultra budget, where my highest expenditure for an attack is 2 energy. Kind of doesn't work out too well when you got to spend 3 energy to do a 2 energy attack. Okay, let's see here. Professor's research. Let's start with the professor's research. Okay, so we got a Pokeball. Let's go ahead and apply that Pokeball. Put the Vulpix down. And I'm going to apply this energy to Vulpix. And then go ahead and throw a Tail Whip. And there's a Tails. Alright, what did Peter say? Yep. It's good input, Peter. Thank you. I'm always looking for input, positive or negative. I've only been doing this for about 4 months now. I'm actually kind of in a unique position with a disability in my back, so I can't just be like a regular streamer, have a camera on me, and be seated. So I do everything with like a mobile studio. All right, let's get the party started here. But before I do anything, I'm going to start with my professor's research, just to see what I have everything in my hand to work with. Another Rapidash, another Blaine. All right, let's go with Ninetales to the front. Active spot. Rapidash to the point. And I'm going to move this energy up. I've got a 90 point. I'm going to go ahead and 90 puts a good thump on. Yeah, so let's just start right there. Mew EX. Yeah, so I think I have a if I'm still trying to understand YouTube, but if you're viewing YouTube in your own language, which is a different language than the stream, I believe you get closed captions for your own language. So like right now, if somebody was watching or not live, because I don't think it captions live. Let's see how I'm going to do this. But if you watch a regular long form video, you get your own native language and through the captions. So you could watch an English video if you're, say, from India and still be able to follow it. But I don't think you would be able to on a live stream, because I think live stream, YouTube doesn't get a chance to do all the captioning until after the video is saved and then they process it. I think that's how it works, which if I have all my subscribers for the most part in India and Indonesia, that means my streams are going to be pretty small. Ninetales going through an upgrade right there, evolution. And all that talking. Do okay. Think about what I want to do here. And I can't really Actually, I want to play a Sabrina. I just want to see what my opponent's going to do. Okay. I don't really have much of an opportunity to attack because I only don't have an X speed on me right now. So I am going to assign this energy, though, to my Rapidash. And with that, I'm going to end my turn. So, yeah, so... I would say that... so I think there's some language barriers there. But I noticed all my live streams really get picked up much more for views all overseas on the replays. So, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how all that works. But I'm, you know, completely thankful for all the subscribers that I've got overseas. They will type "say" first, followed by their comment, and the program will read it out loud. I see "say hello, good evening." Oh. All right, I need to be paying attention here. Back to the match for a second. All right, so where am I at? So I've got 2 energy going to Rapidash. If I was to use Blaine, that would put me to 70. I'm still going to fall short, so I'm going to have to depend on a coin flip. I'm going to put the Ponyta down on the bench. And not going to use either of the other 2. So with that, I'm going to put all in coin flip. And I failed on that one. 40 points. So I need to get Ninetales, more energy as well. I want to bring that Ninetales in after I see that Mewtwo EX come in. So my opponent's got Gardevoir on the bench now, so that's going to really ramp up their capability of winning this match. And there's a 4th energy. And just like that, Rapidash goes down. So, Ninetales to the active spot. Gonna have to put some pressure on that EX. I'll just get rid of this card. Not gonna do me anything. 1 energy to Ninetales. I've got enough for Flamethrower. Go ahead and get an evolution going real quick. And with that, we're going to throw everything we have. So Blaine's going to step in. And let's see if we can make a threat on this EX. So my opponent's got 2 EXs down low. The issue I have right now is I don't have the energy to execute an attack after this, but that's going to be the driving factor that's hurting me right now. And they're going to definitely be able to, no matter what I do right now, kind of out of luck on this one. So I'm not going to concede the match, though. They want it. Put in a good effort. Okay. Mythical Slab. And another card. This is a pretty good looking deck. I get to not see a lot of Mew EX, but at least see kind of who it's paired with and how they kind of put the deck together, so that's kind of nice. And with that, there's a convincing loss on that one. All right. Okay, one more match. I'm a little over my time, but it's been good matches tonight. So we're going to finish up with one more match and call it a night. My video, usually around midnight my time, which is about 2.5 hours, I usually have a long video coming out. I've been dabbling a little bit with a few other games. If nothing else, for my own sanity, I've kind of let myself see something different. I came across the game that everyone in my family knew about, Subway Surfers. I'd never seen it. Been playing a little bit of it, having fun. So I have a small little contingent of a few subscribers that are kind of following me for Subway Surfers. So I'm releasing a video at midnight tonight, since I've already done two streams today on Pocket. Video for that little small group, kind of just covering my research on, as a budget gamer, what I kind of came up with, which is the best hoverboard to use. I've always been one of those types that always is doing all the research and all the reading, because I usually don't have any in-game resources, pretty much for the most part, except for like this game and one other, kind of free to play. So I'm always looking for. Now, I don't want to. Sometimes I get so stuck I never spend anything because I'm too worried I'm going to make the wrong decision. So a lot of my friends reach out to me and ask me for the games we're playing, you know, like, hey, how are you going to spend your gold, or so on and so forth. So I put a little video together for those folks on just kind of covering what's, and the information's out there. I just spent a couple hours reading Reddit and different social medias on, hey, there's like 50 different types of hoverboards, which is the best one. Oh, and my opponent conceded. Okay. All right, well, that one went so fast. Let's try this again. And I have I've got a few people on, so I'll just kind of keep going. No name, send in a thanks. Again, I'm just playing my ultra budget deck, Blaine. I call it an ultra budget deck because it has no Pokemon at a higher rarity than 2 diamond. And ultra budget also means there's no more than one stage of evolution. So you can have in my book, a budget deck that's 3 diamonds and has 2 stages, but ultra budget is kind of like the very easiest, or at least the best odds you would have to putting a competitive or a deck you feel comfortable with. And this deck was rated #1 on my last time I produced a video a week ago on the top 5. And tonight I just wanted to try it with the 2 new A1A cards, the new A1A Ponyta and the A1A Rapidash, to just kind of confirm, is it make sense to use the new cards or stick with the old cards? Just because a card's new doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better. I mean, look at, there's a new Mankey in A1A, but I would still not use that particular Mankey card. Okay, let's start with the Pokeball. But in this instance, I definitely feel that the Rapidash and the Ponyta from the new A1A is the way to go. Vulpix to the bench. Charmander up front. A Moltres EX. Fire on Fire. We're looking at a 4 EX deck, most likely, against the no EX deck. And I'm on turn 1, so there's not a whole lot I can do. I'm not going to swap anything out. And I'll end my turn. So that's the goal of tonight's stream. Just taking a look at that. I'm also working on a new technology stack for facial recognition. Due to my disability, I can't really just do regular camera. I need to be able to kind of move around, and I can't really sit situated in one spot. So I'm using some facial recognition, motion capturing. Okay, Ninetales. Let's go with Ninetales upgrade. Go ahead and put that energy there. I probably should have waited a turn. But with that, I'm going to end my turn. So yeah, just testing out a few new things. Excuse me, pretty happy with the results so far. All right, Moltres EX to the active spot. Inferno Dance. Time to stack up that bench. Heat it up with some fire. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Second Ninetales energy. Moltres EX, 140 health. I've got 90. I do not have a Blaine yet. Let's see if Professor Oak can send Blaine over. Yes, that's... Oh, wow. Both of them. Let's go ahead and knock down... Of course, I can't use Blaine because I had to use a Professor's Research. But I at least got a 90-point damage strike coming. That'll be a good start. Okay. Thanks, Peter. You're focused on TCG Pocket. Nice. You might use 2 A1A Ponyta, but 1 each of Rapidash. Oh, okay. That's a cool idea. Yeah, still favoring Ninetales. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. That's why I've been keeping Ninetales as the primary one to push forward. And I like the A1A Rapidash. I just feel like there's more of a threat with it. Where if it was like Ninetales is off the table, it's like, ugh. You know, 40 points of damage just wasn't cutting it. Okay. So, where do we sit here? Of course, we're gonna give this energy to Ninetales. We've got big old bad gnarly Arcanine EX on the back over there. We will no need to use either of the Blaines. No need to use a Sabrina, Giovanni. So with that, we're really just going to attack. Okay. Moltres EX. And that's the one nice thing I really enjoy with the budget decks is, you know, you're not giving up 2 out of your 3 spot losses with 1 card. You know, it's like 2 strikes with 1 card. So I really like the fact that with a budget deck, you have a little more kind of flexibility with what you lose and how you lose. All right, Moltres coming in. Good attack for my opponent. Again, my bench is looking a little bit weak. If I don't pull something here, which I didn't, I'm a little bit in trouble. We're a lot of in trouble. So I'm going to have to start with Sabrina. There's no way around this. I'm going to at least move that active Pokemon with the majority of energy to the back. I'm going to hope Vulpix with a Tail Whip can buy me some time. Charmander back to the front. Going to assign this energy to Vulpix. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and throw a Tail Whip. And I landed a hit. There's the beauty of Vulpix in this deck. Buy you some time. X speed. Moltres back to the front. Haha. Bummer. Well, and that finishes me off. There's where that extra basic Pokemon would come in handy. That's twice now that this deck's run into that. Giving up a trainer card, a supporter card, for that extra basic Pokemon I think would be really helpful. Okay. But let me see if I can make it another 15-20 minutes and finish up at the top of the hour. It'd be 10 o'clock p.m. my time. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll play one more match here, and I'm going to jump over another deck for the last couple of matches. I think we've got plenty of play with this deck to realize that I think overall it's a better build out than the non A1A cards. So this will be the last match with this. So I've got a Celebi deck. I know, Peter, you're still on, or at least I believe you are. If anyone's on who wants to throw out what they're doing for, or would do for a Celebi deck, I'll put that. I'll go and adjust mine real quick, and we'll try it out. I already know of one adjustment I want to make to mine based on play earlier. Or I was at least considering going with, how do you pronounce it, Lilligant? Along with, oh, let me make sure I get playing here. All right, Professor's Research. Potion, Giovanni. Not a whole lot I can do in my turn. Along with the Servitor, like just handing out energy. So I'll put that deck together. We'll give it a try. Bring us up to the top of the hour. Matter of fact, I think what I'll do is let me just concede this match. Let's go do that real quick with what I have for remaining time. I'll move over, say thanks, of course, for bailing on you. Let's go over to this deck. So what I'm thinking about doing on this deck is I'm going to remove... My thought was to remove one set, or maybe I already did. Yeah, I already did it. Okay, so it's already ready to go. So let's just take a quick look at this deck. So basically, I've got the basic and stage 1 for the Lilligant, with the thought of starting to hand out some energy. And then I've got one evolution of Superior for the doubling, and then the 2 Celebi EX. And then I had 2 Potion, 1 X Speed, 2 Pokeball, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Erica, of course, and 2 Sabrina. So that's kind of where I was headed with that. So let's give this a try. Let's see what happens. See, Peter. Oh, you're going to go with the Executor. Cool. Oh, okay. I gotcha. So let me give this a... Let's give this a... Change my deck. Since we're down to about 2 matches, I think it's pretty apparent that we've got an answer on the budget deck, the ultra budget Blaine. Islander Blaine is what I was calling him. All right, last match, maybe last of 2 matches. Wrap up for tonight. Thanks again, everyone, keeping me company. That's a good start. Okay, this will be the first time I've played this deck in this configuration. I just made this change after my stream earlier. Put this... Yeah, I actually did that wrong. I didn't realize that was sitting there. Won't let me undo anything. Okay. Of course, I would have wanted Celebi to the active spot, but we'll just have to move something over. What do we got going here? So, Starmie EX, probably Articuno EX. Yeah, that's my thought, Peter. Of course, I gotta play it right. Oh, goodness. Wasted 1 energy getting this, fixing my mistake here. Of course, now I'm making another mistake. Well, ended up not being a mistake, but... Let's put the... for some reason, I like to always... I don't know why, the 4 diamond one's better. And with that, I end my turn, so... Trying to correct my mistake from that first turn. There's good old Misty. Let's see how she's going to show up here. Okay, we'll take that. Misty straight to the discard pile. That's typically what happens when I play Misty. But when it's played against me, it's usually a totally different story. Okay, so let's get this energy going here. Let's get this upgrade going here. Oh, did I play that wrong? I'm still thinking I might have played it wrong. Yeah, I haven't played these two cards, so I was actually in the right spot on that. So, brand new deck for me, so I don't have the strategy down. And again, I would have been in the place to do, at the point to do my leaf supply. I was thinking it was done from the bench, but obviously not. Alright, so double mistake on this one. Not going to use my Sabrina, so just going to end my turn. So yeah, I haven't really given this a try yet, so not too familiar with this combination of cards, so my mistake on, I should have read them ahead of time. I just knew in concept how it was supposed to work. I wanted to make that update. Okay, let's see what Misty does this time. Okay, goodness. There comes Articuno with an 80-point blizzard. Well, I'll play this one more time, so I can at least play it one time the correct way. Right. At this point, we're going to need to pull that EX back. Well, I could do a heal. Yeah, let's do this. I kind of want to retry this match anyway. Since I kind of screwed up. Alright. Perhaps we can do 100 points of damage? Nope. We'll take 50 though. Okay, yeah, I like that strategy. The excellent active and powering up some bit. Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds like a good strategy. Pretty straightforward. Okay, opponent's thinking of what they're going to do. Another big hit. All right. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and move Articuno out of the active spot. I think what I'm going to do is just concede this match. I want to try it once before I end this stream. Let's see if I can play this right this time. Good job for my opponent. Make sure to say thanks. Sorry for bailing on you. Let's see if I can do this last match here correctly. Yeah, hopefully you'll get those soon. Yeah, when I first started reading about that card, I was kind of like, wow, that one's sounding really cool. All right. Let's try this one more time. Last match of the night. Only basic I have to the front. Ah. They probably... Okay, they just... Alright. Let's try this again. Maybe this is the last match of the night. Alright, level 22, Snorlax. Coming at me. Landing heads, so I'm going first. I see water energy over there. So this would need to go to the front. This would need to go to the back. Pretty straightforward on that strategy. Oh, Articuno. All right. That's a good start. Professor's research. Everything's coming online. Now, too bad I don't have an X speed and able to swap out that basic Pokemon. The only thing I can hope for now is no Misty to come ruin the party. Alright. Kinda like that look. Okay, Misty, stay away, Misty. So I see a lightning energy queued up, so we've got a mix here for a deck. So, okay. Dratini. Dragonite on the way. Oh, let's see here. So, first thing first, let's get us one step closer. Start handing out some grass energy. I'm going to go ahead and ask Articuno to take a seat on the bench. Spend a little energy to get back to the front. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Going to... Since I don't have that evolution yet, but I know it takes 2. Let's... Do I go for the gamble or do I go for what I know? I'll go for what I know. Alright, so... My opponent's starting to build up that bench. Not drawing what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and put this point here. Go ahead and at least issue an attack. I'm going to sit tight for a second on the X speed. I want to try to draw this other card, Lilligant, and actually test it out. That's what I'm kind of looking for. I'm hoping it'll pop up. In the meantime, I'm letting my opponent build up on the back. Yeah, it's okay. I don't care if I want to. I just kind of want to test the theory here. I want to see if it work in action. Another 10 points is chipping away at Dratini in the active spot. There's it. Almost there. Dragonite's almost ready to pop. And I'm not getting the card I'm looking for to run this test. Okay, so with that said then, let's go ahead and... Yeah, I'm not getting any of the cards I'm looking for. I don't want to put myself out there first and be exposed, so I'm going to put this energy here. And with that, I'm just going to attack. I'll let my opponent bring their first heavy hitter out. In the meantime, maybe I'll get the card I'm looking for so I can test this out. There we go. Got that bad boy ready to throw into the mix. Another Articuno. Interesting deck. I'll go ahead and place that there. place that on there. And in return, gonna have a shootout here. Everyone's stacking damage, leaving the basics up front. Let's see who. No one wants to jump in first. Opponents, Rolana, Professor Oak. Just assigned a water energy. Got a water energy in the queue. All right. Well, place this there. I'm gonna do this here. And attack for 50. And then it's gonna take energy from the energy zone and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. We'll place it right there. Alright, so my opponent and I are just building up. Okay, here comes the Dragonite. Here comes Misty. Let's see what Misty's got in store for me. Last match of the night. One hit. This one hits. Okay. There's 100 points. Big hit there. All right. So let's go ahead and put this bad boy in the driver's seat. And go ahead and place that there. And with that, we're looking at a blizzard of 80. We've got this. Okay, let's just get it. All right, here we go. 12 coin flips. Seven out of 12. There's 350 points of damage. Wait for my opponent. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting deck, Peter. Yeah, that's right. Superior is quite the card. Come on, Misty. I want to get one more big attack in. So let's keep it on the down low. There we go. Okay, put this here. All right, and here we go. 14 coin flips. Oh, look at all those tails. 7 out of 7. Definitely a great combo with the Lilligant and along with Servitor. All right, very interesting. Yeah, they did 700 plus. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so that's going to go ahead and wrap it tonight. Thanks everyone for joining. I'm happy my technology stack is working perfect tonight. Again, that was just a quick review. That was the Blaine deck budget, ultra budget deck. I was running 2 Vulpix, 2 Ninetales, 2 Ponyta and Rapidash from the A1A packs, 1 Potion, 1 X-Speed, 2 Pokeball, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Blaine, 2 Giovanni's, 2 Sabrina. And I think the consensus of those who were on is, I probably could pull out... I think that deck needs at least one more basic. That's a couple of really great suggestions, and maybe pull out a trainer card. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining. For those, I don't know if I have anyone on who's been following Subway Surfers, but I do have a release at midnight. Peter, thanks for the conversation tonight, and Olander. I'm not sure if you're still on, Olander, but really appreciate the company as well. Have a great morning or afternoon or evening or at night, wherever you are on the globe. And as always, let's battle.